Good evening, people. Welcome to Reaching Out with Eddie. Today I'm doing an abbreviated show. I'm just going to talk to you about a couple of things. And the reason why I'm doing that is that the Democratic Party is offering you out there in podcast land and the citizens of Meridian, Mississippi and Lauderdale County the opportunity to meet the candidate. And so they're going to have that forum at Mount Boyden Auditorium. That's where multi-county is, where I guess Mount Boyden Projects, where it's located. So I'll be leaving here in a few minutes and I'll be going there. But before I go, I wanted to just talk about a couple of things. Is that we do have our parade permit. And the person I needed to talk to is Terrence Davis. And so I got a phone call from him. And he has affirmed to me that we have been approved for a parade permit for both this coming Saturday and the 3rd. Now, we're going to be there. We're going to be there. So I want you guys to bring your lawn chairs. We're going to close the street off and everything. So I want you guys to bring your lawn chairs, bring your coolers, and let's have a real good time. I want to invite all the candidates there, including the mayor. I want, and understand that I'm old school. So when I invite you into my home, I'm going to welcome you, and I'm going to be respectful to you and toward you. So that's what I was brought up, and so that's what I'm going to do. So it's not to antagonize you. It's so that you will have the opportunity also to mingle with the folks and perhaps maybe talk, give you a few minutes to speak, and you can talk about your platform, what it is that you're going to do, or whatever it is that you want to do. Even the mayor, everybody's invited. Everybody, all the mayoral candidates and all the different candidates from all the different wards are invited on both days. That's the 27th. The 27th of this month, March, which is Saturday from 12 to 8. And the same time on the 3rd of April from 12 to 8. So I'm inviting you guys to come out and let's have fun. Vendors, if you want to come out and set up and sell food, it does not cost you anything to do that. So again, I want you to come out. I want to give you a little the location is on 9th Avenue between 16th and 17th Street. If you know where the Old Folks Projects is on 9th Avenue, where the hosts live at on 9th Avenue, where the big field is on 9th Avenue, that's where we'll be having this event. But I wanted to give you a little footnote about the big field. When I, believe it or not, folks, I had approval from the power company to turn the power on and everything. And so, lo and behold, now, here's what I want to say to everybody that was involved in helping making this event possible. I want to say thank you. But for those of you that tried to interfere with this event and tried to stop it by calling the owner of the property up and telling them to not let us use Tubell. Now, I'm going to tell my story, so I need you to get out of my head for a moment. Now, how is it that when I go to the city, community development, and ask them for a permit to put on the event for this time, and I'm going to do it on the big field, what duty they owe anybody to go and find out whether or not who owns the property and whether or not the owner going to allow for us to use this property? Now, I say somebody done that. Tubell telling me to call their name, Dice. And I'm going to tell you what I think. I ain't going to tell you what I know. Well, I'm very respectful toward Saleh. I just suspect that he goes above and beyond doing things that are not so favorable in this community. And I don't want to come out and call him racist or prejudice anything. I've done that before in the past. But I can say that he doesn't feel what we feel. And he doesn't, in my opinion, he goes way beyond those things that are necessary in order to have what we call community development and good things in our community. I know he's going to sue this, and I don't give a damn. Now, even when I think about it, I get pissed off. Eddie Gray, you don't own that property. Somebody named Louis Bennett owned it, live in Florida or Illinois somewhere. Do you have the man's phone number? No. But, bro, I can tell Tubell when I call him. You out there in podcast land. When I called that man, I knew somebody had already talked to him before I even had the opportunity to call. Said, don't let them do that event. Can we use your property? We gonna clean it off? Oh, no. Somebody might gonna get hurt. Wow. So how you know if somebody gonna be there if somebody hadn't said something to him already? I said, well, we can get insurance and we can indemnify you. Nah, you can't use it. See, so that means somebody already did what we call a preemptive strike. And so I said, well, do you want to sell it? Don't even want to sell it. Don't want to lease it or do anything. Understand this property here, he got it for the taxes. There's no growth and development in Meridian, period, especially on 9th Avenue, especially in a floodway, on a floodplain, on a ditch, folk. And so we couldn't able to use it. So I knew that somebody had been talking to me. It really kind of pissed me off. I want to say this to Stephen Redd. Kudos to Stephen Redd. Kudos to Terrence Davis. Kudos to Laura Carmichael. I gotta say Laura Carmichael because she's the boss. But I just, and then the reason why I'm singling Scott Solly out, and I can be real nice and polite to him, because I got a phone call from my nephew. Now, if y'all know that my nephew and my sisters are the owners and co-owners and own the property down there on 8th Street, well, the convenience store. Now, you notice that my nephew, he has dealer's license, and his license, he parked cars on he owned that property. Do you know Scott Solly has nerve enough to say something to him, saying that he needed to move, where's his permit to have those Now, I can go all over Meridian and see what cars for sale, and ain't no permit. They have them on Walmart parking lot for sale. They have them on Lowe's parking lot for sale. I wonder have Scott Solly went and asked them, do they have a permit? Scott Solly, we don't need a permit to have a car that belongs to us, and it ain't even no for sale sign on it, folks. So here again, we got somebody in our community that's antagonizing our community, and they know, and you know, yeah, that's my family, and I don't like, and my nephew, his brother, gave the event over there, Booming City Records, over there at Magnolia Park, and folks, I went there. Now I'm gonna tell you, I got a little upset. Now the first thing I see the Clydesdale horses. That didn't really bother me because children like horses. But I look over there and I saw somebody look like Chris Reed playing basketball with my grandson, now, and my great nephew. Now, I didn't too much care for that, but I said, wow, no, that ain't the chief, because the chief wouldn't be over there dressed like that. Had some faded like jeans on and a shirt. Looked like the chief, but I knew that because actually, to tell you the truth, folks, what I really thought, it was a displaced white person, somebody that didn't have anywhere to live, somebody that probably just trying to mingle with black folk, because it was kind of unnatural. I didn't really like it. And then I said, it looked like chief. And so when I seen my brother-in-law up in his face and then come to me, man, that's the chief right there. I mean, all happy and giddy, you know. But I already had figured out it was. I said, it's my grandson. I said, it's the chief of police right there. I said, it is his department that got trumped up charges on your granddad. I said, it's his department that's trying to kidnap your dad. It's his department that want to whoop your granddad ass and want to kill him. I said, you can't interact with him. Now, my grandson don't know no better. Now, he ain't about 14 or 15 years old. But Greg Payne know better. And now, I said, Greg, he said, but Greg, I was just trying to sell him some food or let him know we got food. I said, well, ain't nothing wrong with that. And then I said, but you know, he said, but he the chief. I said, but you know, and then I pointed out all the things that happened. Garrett Barber being killed. Levi Gibbs being beaten. Davon Harding. Then what happened to me? Not only that, the police officers that have quit because they have been unjustly passed over. All these things. Yeah, great. But then when I mentioned Gary, but they said he was out of control and he had a knock. Man, that was the straw that broke the camel back. I left then. Folks, I left. There's no way. Now, I had seen Kim and we was very nice to each other, so it's okay. I seen Percy, even that's okay. But for that chief of police to be there, maybe that would have been okay too if he hadn't have been. We got to stop being bamboozled and being blind by bullshit, folks. And this is the kind of thing to make people like me don't even want to be in a city like this. Because I talk about this all the time. When I can preach and speak passionate about the problems in this community. And then I have somebody that lives in this community come up and tell me some bullshit that I know ain't true. But let's say it's assumed that Garrett Barber was out of control. That does not give the city of Meridian the right to be judge, jury, and executioner. So yes, I got upset and I left and I did not participate. But here's what I want to say to my nephew. Kudos to you. If one person came and that one person got the right knowledge, then I say that's a successful event, because all it takes is one seed planted in the right direction for it to grow and create the right kind of development. I've been out and about in my ward. And so I tell you, I was on the street today, folks, and I got to mention this, and then I'm going to be closing out. I was on the street today, folks. The city of Meridian had repaired it. Folks, the tar was not processed properly. Turned back, it looked like a tar pit. I'm just telling you, this is, y'all go look at it. This is in my ward. This is on 11th Avenue, 12th Avenue, 10, 11, 12th Avenue between 19th and 20th Street, where the Adams, Reverend Adams is no longer here. The late Reverend Adams family, Queen Adams, they grew up on that street. Go there and look at that street, folks. It looked like an oil pit. I didn't even know. I thought maybe somebody had done changed the oil or tube there, but the city of Meridian, untrained people is what we get, and we're getting the worst in our community. Now, I heard the clever cliche that Jimmy Smith said, we can do better. Yes, I've seen that, because if you go down there between the guy that does the gravestones, Dice, what's his name, up from Jimmy Hobson on that street, they just repaired one section of the street, and it's perfect, like a perfect highway. So they can do better. It's when they're doing things for certain people, they do their best, and when they're doing things what they think is in the hood and the community, they just don't give a damn about the quality of the work. But we got to care about all the work we do. We got to stop separating the citizens in this community. We got to treat everybody the same. When a person go down to community development for a permit, y'all do this to give that permit. You have no duty to contact the owners of the property and talk to them, or either anything, or tell them, did you know they're going to do this and they can't do that? All this thing is designed to interfere with us. But you don't do that to other folks. And I'm just so tired of this, folks. This is the kind of thing that pisses me the hell off. And then here's where the enemy is really good at. So good at smiling in your damn face like everything is okay. So good at talking to you like you're one of the good old boys, when deep down inside they have what you call a deep-rooted resentment toward you. Not because everybody that's mad at me, folks, is not mad at me because I have lied on them. Not mad at me because I have stolen from them. They're angry at me because I have enlightened you and I have revealed the truth to you. I have told you about the going on and the coming on that they're doing in this city. That's what I've done. So tell me where I've done something wrong. Tell me. Is it wrong for me? You hate me because I'm telling you the truth. Look, all the people that are benefiting, that are putting up Percy Bland, that are putting up Jimmy Smith and putting up everybody else in this race, they're doing so, and they don't have a dog in the fight. My children go to school in this community right here. My family grew up here. This is where I grew up here. They don't have, only thing they're doing is taking the scarce, I didn't say natural resource, the scarce resources that we have here. They're taking them from us and they're using it for their own selfish greed and their own selfish need. They don't even care that our children be educated, because if they did, they would fire Amy Carter's ass. But they don't do any of those things, and that's the reason why I'm running for office. My name is Eddie Gray Hope. This is my podcast, and I'll see you guys Thursday with Lolo. Lolo is already down there. I'm out of here. I want to invite all of you guys to come down to Mount Boyden Auditorium and meet your candidate. Ask questions. Ask me questions. I hope to see you there. Peace out. Love you guys. Dice, take us home.